In the small town of Ravenswood, nestled between dense woods and rolling hills, stood the forbidding house that locals called the Blackwood Manor. It was an ancient mansion with an eerie aura that sent shivers down the spine of anyone who dared approach. Its dark, looming silhouette cast a shadow over the entire neighborhood, and tales of strange occurrences and inexplicable tragedies had earned it a notorious reputation. The Johnson family's past was riddled with tragedy and heartache, leading them to seek a fresh start in the ominous old house. Before their move, they lived in a bustling city where Mark and Sarah struggled to keep their family together. Mark Johnson was a hard-working man, once full of ambition and dreams. He had a successful career as an architect, but a series of unfortunate events shattered his aspirations. He invested all his savings in a promising project that collapsed due to corrupt business partners. The loss was devastating, leading to financial ruin and a tarnished reputation in the industry. Sarah, a loving and devoted wife, had been a talented artist, known for her beautiful paintings. However, after the family's financial downfall, she felt her creative spark dwindle. The stress of their situation took a toll on her emotionally, and she began to lose the motivation to pursue her art. Emily, their eldest child, was a bright and compassionate girl. She had always been close to her father, but as Mark sank into depression, he became distant, leaving Emily feeling abandoned and isolated. This emotional distance led her to withdraw into her own world, seeking solace in books and the pursuit of knowledge. Tommy, the youngest, was too young to fully understand the family's struggles, but he could sense the growing tension and sadness. His innocence served as a brief respite for the family, as they tried to shield him from the harsh realities they faced. Unaware of the dark history associated with the Blackwood Manor, they purchased the house at a surprisingly low price from an eager realtor, who seemed desperate to get rid of the property. But it wasn't long before they realized the reason behind the desperation. As the Johnsons settled into their new home, the unsettling atmosphere was palpable. The air was heavy with a sense of foreboding, and strange occurrences began to unfold almost immediately. Doors creaked open and shut on their own, and chilling drafts whistled through closed windows. Sarah couldn't ignore the haunting feeling that accompanied her wherever she went in the house. During the nights, she often heard eerie whispers drifting through the corridors, beckoning her to some unknown destination. Mark, a pragmatic man, tried to brush aside the unsettling events as mere coincidences. However, as the days passed, he found himself plagued by vivid nightmares that left him restless and paranoid. Each night, he dreamt of a faceless entity lurking in the shadows, watching his every move. Emily felt compelled to explore the secrets of the house. She discovered a hidden compartment in the basement, containing an assortment of old photographs and letters, hinting at a family that once lived within these walls. Yet, there were no happy memories to be found. Instead, tales of despair, insanity, and untimely deaths filled the pages. Tommy, the youngest of the family, seemed to have undergone a drastic personality change. Once a lively and cheerful boy, he now spent most of his time in his room, playing with his eerie-looking dolls. He claimed they were his new friends, but his behavior became increasingly detached from reality, raising concern among his family. Emily, driven by an insatiable curiosity to uncover the truth, ventured into the attic one gloomy afternoon. Amidst the dusty cobwebs and forgotten trinkets, she stumbled upon an ancient journal hidden beneath a floorboard. The diary belonged to a previous owner of the house, a man named Nathaniel Blackwood. As she read the journal, Emily discovered horrifying accounts of malevolent spirits, sinister apparitions, and a dark, cursed artifact buried beneath the house. Nathaniel had conducted rituals and experiments in an attempt to control the evil force that dwelled within the manor. However, he paid a terrible price, as the malevolence slowly consumed him, driving him to madness before he mysteriously vanished. Fueled by a sense of responsibility to protect her family, Emily resolved to break the curse that gripped the Johnsons. Armed with the knowledge from the journal, she embarked on a dangerous mission to find and destroy the cursed artifact. With each step she took, the malevolence in the house intensified, manifesting in ghastly apparitions that taunted and terrified her. But Emily pressed on, determined to confront the darkness head-on. Her investigation led her to the hidden chamber beneath the house, where the cursed artifact lay. It was an ancient, grotesque-looking doll, covered in symbols of malevolence and maleficence. Its hollow, soulless eyes seemed to stare into Emily's very soul, but she knew she had to be strong. With trembling hands, she recited the incantation she had found in the journal, hoping it would break the curse. The atmosphere thickened with darkness, and the room trembled as if fighting against her attempt to dispel the evil presence. As Emily recited the final words of the incantation, she mustered every ounce of courage and smashed the cursed doll against the stone floor. The moment it shattered, a bone-chilling scream pierced through the air, sending shockwaves through the house. The malevolent force materialized before her in a terrifying form, a grotesque amalgamation of all the tormented souls that had been trapped within the cursed artifact. Its hollow eyes fixed on Emily, with an intent to claim her soul, but she stood her ground, refusing to falter in the face of darkness. Summoning her inner strength, Emily recited the remaining verses from the incantation. The room trembled violently, and an ethereal light enveloped her and the malevolent entity. In a cataclysmic clash between light and darkness, the entity shrieked in agony before dissipating into oblivion. As the light subsided, the house fell into a haunting silence, and the darkness that had plagued the Blackwood Manor for generations finally lifted. Emily emerged from the ordeal, shaken but victorious, as the curse was broken and the malevolence was banished from the house. The Johnsons, unaware of the supernatural battle that had taken place within their home, seemed to return to their normal selves. The nightmares, whispers, and haunting occurrences ceased, and the family gradually regained their sense of peace. Though they never spoke of the horrors they endured, the Johnsons decided to leave the Blackwood Manor behind, moving away to start anew once more. The house, however, remained standing as a grim reminder of the malevolence that could take root within the hearts of even the most innocent souls. Over time, the legends of the Blackwood Manor spread throughout Ravenswood, a chilling tale whispered around campfires and shared among friends. And so, the cursed house became an infamous landmark, a stark warning to those who dared to delve too deeply into the unknown.